You didn't fail, you just grew too large for the room you were praying to get into. Listen closely. Divine update for the chosen ones who feel the sudden disruptive ache of being out of place in a life they meticulously built. If you keep seeing angel number 59, the universe is issuing a direct decree. You're being called out of the comfortable background and onto the front lines of your own destiny. Let me tell you about Maya, because her story is the prototype of your evolution. Maya did everything right. She climbed the corporate ladder, secured the apartment with the sweeping skyline views, and created a relationship that looked like a magazine cover. She had reached the destination she used to beg the universe for. But the chosen ones are never permitted to sleep through their awakening. A low frequency hum started vibrating in Maya's chest. It didn't start with a crisis. It started with a whisper during quiet Sunday mornings and ordinary staff meeting. Her life hadn't broken down, but she had outgrown the container. Her dream had transformed into a beautifully decorated cage. Sitting in the glow of her laptop one evening, she realized the truth. Something meant to be her final destination was actually just a temporary platform, a place to catch her breath before the next crossing. When Maya felt that suffocation years ago, she did what most of us do. She shattered the room to escape it. The first departure was deafening. She quit her job in a flash of frustration, ended her relationship in a storm of tears, packed her cars and drove into the unknown. She needed the noise. When you don't yet know if you can survive the open air, you break things just to prove you have the power to do it. She spent a year bleeding in the wilderness of transition, learning how to survive under the heavy weight of isolation. And she made it. Chosen ones, you have the receipts. Stop acting like a beginner in the school of survival. You have already survived the collapse of versions of yourself, relationships, and jobs you thought you couldn't live without. You have walked through the fire and documented the terrain. Stop begging the world for permission or validation. Your scars are the only credentials you need. But listen, Maya almost fell into the ultimate trap of the seeker, the endless horizon. She met David during her travels. David was a brilliant ghost. He launched companies, built intense relationships, and then abandoned them the second they became stable. He claimed he was addicted to freedom, but Maya saw the truth. David wasn't free. He was terrified. He possessed the chaotic, restless energy of the number 5, but he completely lacked the integration of the number 9. Progress is not protection, chosen one. If you treat every arrival as a failure, your life becomes a hollow loop. When a job gets comfortable, you feel trapped. When a relationship stabilizes, you get bored. You mistake frantic motion for spiritual freedom. If you never stand completely still on solid ground long enough to absorb the nutrients of the trial you just survived, your spiritual balance never deepens. You become a professional escape artist instead of a master. 2 years later, Maya found herself back in a stable room. She had built a profitable, calm business and a peaceful life. Then the familiar hum in her chest returned. It was time to pivot into a massive, uncharted spiritual and professional risk. But this time, there was no fire, no screaming marches, no burned bridges, no manufactured chaos. She didn't need to break her life to prove she was powerful. The freedom she possessed now was quieter, more surgical. She sat at her desk, looked at her security, and calculated the exact cost of her next evolution. Instead of fighting the internal shift, she simply nodded. She knew this feeling. She trusted it. She walked to the edge of the next crossing and stepped onto the next chapter with her eyes wide open. fully willing to pay the price of our growth. Seeing angel number 59 is your official confirmation, chosen one, that you're about to start again. But this time, you're carrying the entire weight of your mastery. Your journey is reducing to the freedom of the 5. Freedom, movement, change. But only after passing through the radical alignment of 14, the temperance. The freedom you're feeling right now is not the wild first time leaping kind. It is more precise, more earned. You have already proven you can leave, change, and start over. The question angel number 59 is asking is whether you can do it well this time, with balance, with full awareness of what the last cycle cost and gave you. The next chapter will not be a desperate, messy leap. It will be a precise, intentional elevation. The divine realm, your guardian angels, your ancestors, and the universal forces are actively channeling power onto your life. They are providing the exact strength required to advance your path so you can alter the lives of those around you. Your higher purpose might still feel shrouded in mystery, but it will be systematically revealed as you prioritize your internal spirituality over external validation. Trust the unseen hand guiding you. It has never led you astray. You have mastered the act of survival. Now it is time to master the act of arrival. Look at the next chapter and count the cost and step boldly into your destiny. Yotago, good luck.